A very happy morning and welcome to the day 2 of the National Conference on Environmental and Sustainable Technology NEST 2020. Our chief guest for today is Dr. Mukesh Doble, Professor, Department of Biotechnology, IIT Madras. Dr. Mukesh Doble specializes in biochemistry and molecular biology, and he has 220 journal articles published under his name and has authored 4 books. He holds honorable fellowships such as the Guy Ritchie Kalkaria Fellowship, Lupin India Fellowship, and is also a research fellow to the University Institute of Chemical Technology, UICT, Bombay. Dr. Doble has guided 3 doctoral theses in between the years 2016 and 17. We are extremely glad to have you with us today, sir. Further, this technical session will be handled by Dr. Mukesh Doble, and I will request sir to take over.
Pleasure to be here. Thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to talk to you in this conference related to energy, sustainability, environment. So I am going to talk about polymers. What are the issues with polymers and what are the solutions? We have been working with polymers. Different types of polymers, synthetic polymers, biodegradable polymers, and so on. So I am going to talk about the work which we have done for the past 15 years. As you know, life without polymers is impossible. Practically everywhere we have. When if you look around, large percentage of material which is being used on polymers. So life without polymers is unimaginable. But there are a lot of problems with polymers also, as you know, because they are very, very strong, because they are very recalcitrant. They also have problems in disposal. Okay, what happens after we use? That's the problem. So you can see some of the pictures related to Chennai. So the polymers is also a monster because life of polymers varies from maybe 30 to 40 years, right, going up to almost 100 years, depending upon the type of polymers. Some of the polymers are extremely recalcitrant, so they do not degrade when you dispose it in the environment. For example, plastic bottles for 50 years, plastic bags 30 to 50 years, polystyrene cups 50 years, nylon 30 to 40 years. As you can see, it can go to very, very long time because they are extremely hydrophobic and hence they do not degrade also. Sometimes they also cause a lot of problems to the flora, fauna, animals, because many examples where animals look at polymer as food because very colorful and they eat, and it goes and settles and blocks the pipes, so the animals die. This is a picture of that. A lot of plastic bottles, toothbrush, children's toys inside the habit process. So there are many examples of that also, where animals, birds, fish have been consuming them and polymers settle down inside these animal products. So if you look at the degradation rate, these are polymers which we use, plastic bags, nets used quite a lot in fishing, made up of nylon, foam. This is polyurethane, plastic bottles. So it keeps increasing and increasing. When you have polystyrene cups, which is used for drinking tea or coffee, can last for a very long time. They also create problems in marine. It's not only in the land, because the polymers get washed when there is rain, when the river flows. So they go to the sea and they cause a lot of problems there as well. You see a lot of marine debris. These are many examples of different parts of the world. It's not just only the Asian countries, but Western countries it's much more because they consume much large number of polymer related products. So Western countries is much more serious. So coastal, ocean environment, marine flora, they all get affected because of these debris. You can see even turtles getting choked because they think that the net has food, and so the nets go inside the nylon nets and chokes the animals. So even fish consumes a lot of polymers, and is something called ghost fishing, where the fish consumes polymers and get choked. Many examples. In USA and other countries, as you can see in these pictures, they get caught. Even you can see Turkey is getting caught here. When you come to Chennai, for example, these are some problems in our beaches. Chennai beaches, as you can see, large number of plastic related products, fishing nets, where the fishermen just dispose it off, which leads to pollution. It also leads to ghost fishing, because the fishing net which goes inside the sea and the fish get trapped and they die. That's called ghost fishing, because of the disposal of fishing nets by the fishermen. This is called ghost fishing. As you can see, the nets which are disposed in the ocean, the animals get caught and they die there. Typical picture of Chennai. We did some collection in various places along the coast of Chennai, along the beaches, and then we took a kg of sand and tried to find out how much polymer is there. So we sieved it and then tried to look at polymers, and you can see different places. All the beaches. So you can see quite large number of products there. So almost going right up to grams per kg. That means a kg of sand may contain few grams of plastics like polyethylene, plastic bag, polyethylene, cups, nylon, and so on. So as you can see here, mostly where we go, Marina. This is again some of those beaches which people go. The amount of polymer is almost 3 milligram per kg of the sand. So there is a lot of fine polymer debris mixed with the sand, because the polymers get disintegrated because of the ocean currents, because of the sun that comes in. Okay, so they get really become very fine, and they get mixed with the sand, so they become very difficult for you to remove. So there is these are some pictures in Ganga. Look at this debris. They get all washed and then collected, so you can see a lot of polymer debris in various places. There is something called polymer microplastics, because as the polymers reach the ocean, they break and disintegrate and becomes fine powder because of the ocean currents, ocean winds and sun and so on. They become very fine powder, and they get caught in these ocean currents. So they have found a lot of polymer debris near North Atlantic and sometimes in Pacific region also, North Atlantic and Pacific region. These are called gyres, these are ocean currents, and the polymer debris get caught here and they keep going round and round and round and round. Okay? So they have found millions of pounds of plastics, tons of plastic debris get caught and they keep going round and round. So that's another big problem which has been really got into the even United Nations and many countries, because a lot of polymer gets trapped in the ocean current and they keep traveling round and round, and the amount of plastic is quite high when you compare it to some places the amount of plastic is almost 6 times when compared to the amount of fish population. That means it's a major problem. Fish are consuming those polymers as their food, they get choked and they are going to die. So a lot of problems these polymers are creating and have created because almost 140 billion tons per year of synthetic polymers are made. And the waste, you see Western Europe, 7.4% of polyethylene, polypropylene, polystyrene, polyvinyl chloride, PET. So mostly the waste is these polymers, polyethylene, polypropylene, polystyrene, and polyester, mostly, and PVC from the pipes. So So you can see some of these numbers. China, that gives a lot of waste polymers. India also is very high, and United Kingdom, and so on. And most of these polymers are called polyolefins. Polyolefin means polyethylene, low density polyethylene, high density polyethylene, and polypropylene. Okay, so if you look at these polymers, the low density, high density polypropylene, they have only these groups, CH2 groups, CH3 groups, that is methylene and methyl groups. So they are very, very hydrophobic. So they don't easily get degraded by organisms because organisms require more hydrophilic surfaces for it to settle and start degrading the material. But these polymers, because they don't have any functional groups which are hydrophilic, like oxygen or nitrogen, microorganisms also don't settle and start degrading these polymers. And so that's a major problem in these polymers, low density polyethylene, high density polyethylene. And as you know, most of our carry bags, most of our disposable polymers are all made up of these types of polymers, which are not biodegradable because they are extremely hydrophobic. So if they have to degrade, they have to degrade because of UV light from the sun. Then the organism can later on sit and start degrading that. So that's a very, very long process. So what happens in the natural? So when we dispose polymers, so either there could be a chemical degradation because there is a lot of oxygen in the air. Okay? And the water rain is coming in, and then we have the sun, solar rays, UV rays coming in. So a little bit of degradation can take. So the polymer can go into oxidation or hydrolysis. Hydrolysis means water getting reacted with the functional groups of this polymer. Thermal, when the temperature is high, polymer is disposed in the open, like polycarbonate. You see, a lot of polymer is thrown there. So these, in the summer, temperature goes to 45 degrees centigrade in Chennai, for example. So there could be thermal degradation, photo degradation. You would have UV rays from the sun. Okay, and mechanical. If it is disposed in the water or in the sea, the ocean currents start degrading that. Okay, so that's not biodegradation. We need bacteria for biodegradation. Bacteria cannot directly degrade these polymers because the polymers are, like I said, very hydrophobic. So we need to have some sort of a interaction with the environment. So there has to be some photodegradation, thermal degradation. So the polymer surface becomes more easy for the microorganisms to sit and then start degrading. So as soon as a polymer is thrown in the open space, bacteria cannot degrade that because the surfaces are very hydrophobic. So you need a little bit of thermal photodegradation, disintegration, and then one day bacteria can slowly degrade. That's why it takes a very, very long time for polymers to degrade in the environment. And the polymers which are buried under the earth will not degrade at all because they are not exposed to the solar sun, UV ray, radiation or temperature. So polymers which are buried under ocean don't degrade at all. So polymers have to be open to the atmosphere. Polymers which sink inside the ocean also do not degrade because they do not get the sun's ray directly. So polymers which are floating on the surface of the ocean can degrade, but those which are right at the bottom in the ocean do not degrade. So some of them can remain for hundreds of years if they are right at the bottom of the ocean because they are not exposed to UV radiation and heat. So burying polymer is not a very good idea because they will never degrade. Again, dumping it inside the ocean is also not a good idea because they will never degrade. They are not exposed to UV or they are not exposed to high temperature. So degradation means change in the chemical structure, change in the surface. Surface has become more hydrophilic. Hydrophilic means more water loving, so the bacteria can settle down. If it's hydrophobic means it's water repelling, so bacteria will not settle down. So we need to have that. So that sort of surface. Then mechanical properties. The polymer starts losing its mechanical properties. They become very they start disintegrating. So all these things can happen. So how do we address? Now, how do you address this type of big problem? We need polymers. We cannot live without polymers because they are cheap. They are very very good. But the disposal is a big problem. So, how do we address? There is some research, lot of research is going on biodegradable polymers. Polymers which will degrade after some time, like polyhydroxybutyrate, polycaprolactose, polylactic acid, then you have glucons. So there are a lot of research is going on designing biodegradable polymers. But there are a lot of problems in those ones because biodegradable polymers are not as strong as your polyethylene. And again, cost. Polyethylene costs only a few rupees a kg, maybe not even few rupees, maybe 80 paisa a kg, whereas these polymers may cost about 10 to 12 rupees a kg, so big difference in cost. And that is why biodegradable polymers is not getting coming into the market. For example, in Tamil Nadu they banned the use of plastic. Okay? Blindly they banned, but there is no alternate solution as such. They go for biodegradable plastic, they say the cost is almost 4 to 5 times higher. So your plastic bag with biodegradable polymers will be 4 to 5 times higher. Number one. Number two, it will not have that much mechanical strength like your polyethylene or polypropylene. That's another problem. You cannot put a lot of items inside, they are not very strong. So these are problems with biodegradable. Still there are a lot of problems which needs to be addressed if you are going to have a long term. Natural polymers, for example, starch, cyclodextrin, chitin, overgum, they are all natural polymers. They are very, very biodegradable, they are very biocompatible, they will not give you any toxic chemicals and so on, but absolutely no strength. So you cannot use them for making bags. So we have to mix it with something else to make bags or any other product. Okay? So natural polymers are very biocompatible, they are not toxic, but absolutely no mechanical properties, no shelf life. After a few days, it will completely disintegrate, like your polyethylene bags or polypropylene bags. So polymers, there are some polymers which are coming into market where they put in some metals like manganese, cobalt, iron into polyethylene. Okay, that is called a catalyst incorporated polymer. So what happens is, when we dispose these polymers, because of the UV radiation, the metal will start reacting with the UV and slowly disintegrate the polymer. That is catalyst incorporated. But then they also have problem because these metals will be toxic. Metal degradation can lead to some other products also. So there are some issues with that. So there are the polymers blended with starch and even sawdust, so many natural things with synthetic polymers. But what happens is starch will degrade, but the synthetic polymer will not degrade. So still a lot of disadvantages, problems, issues to address. Better means of biodegradation of current polymer. That means can we do research to identify new bacteria, new fungi, fungus, or treat the polymer beforehand so that they get biodegraded. So that's another research. So use same polyethylene, polypropylene, but find out new bacteria which can degrade them, or treat them before and then give it to bacteria so that they will degrade faster. So these are some other strategies. So we have been working on these. We are also working on these. So I will talk about a little bit on these. What are the pre-treatment strategies? Can I before disposing the polymer, do I give UV treatment or do I give thermal treatment and then give it to bacteria so that the bacteria is able to degrade these polymers better? So those are some strategies which we can look at. Little bit of biochemistry. Polymers, when they start degrading, they go into oligomers. That means a long chain polymer. For example, polyethylene could be 60 molecular weight of 60,000. That means there could be ethylene coming to 2,000 ethylenes. So when bacteria starts degrading, it will become smaller and smaller. But that takes a very long time. So we need bacteria giving out enzymes which will degrade those long chain kind of. that's called depolymerization. And finally, if all goes well, finally it should go into carbon dioxide or water. It's called aerobic, that is the presence of oxygen. So in the presence of oxygen, finally it can go into carbon dioxide. Right? So that's a very, very long time for some of these regular polymers, maybe hundreds of years. But when you look at polymers like the biodegradable, like polycaprolactone or polylactic acid, this could happen within 2 to 3 years, completely going into carbon dioxide and water in the presence of oxygen. That's called complete mineralization of the polymer. Okay, for a biodegradable polymer, it can happen in few years, but for polyethylene or polypropylene, it can take hundreds of years. The entire degradation process. If it's anaerobic, anaerobic means without oxygen, you can get methane, you can get hydrogen sulfide and so on. That is anaerobic. Anaerobic is very, very slow for degrading polymers, so we have to expose it to aerobic condition. So only aerobic bacteria will degrade. So the microorganism has to get attached to the polymer surface. Then it's giving out enzymes. Those enzymes will start degrading your polymer. That is how it has to happen. Okay, so there has to be an interaction between the microorganism and the material surface. That is your polymer surface. Whether it is polyethylene or polypropylene, whatever be the polymer. So this interaction is very important. This interaction depends on the material surface. If it's hydrophilic, then bacteria can attach easily. If it's hydrophobic, bacteria will not attach at all. So the surface becomes more hydrophilic. Hydrophilic means more oxygen type of groups or nitrogen type of groups. So when you have sun rays which contains UV and oxygen present in the atmosphere together, we can form some oxygen groups on the surface of the polymer. Then the bacteria can easily get attached. Okay, that's what pre-treatment. So when the organism sits on the surface and it gives out enzymes for degradation, that's called a biofilm. So the biofilm formation is very, very important for the bacterial attachment to the surface of your polymer. So different types of stages are there. Attachment of the bacteria and then giving out enzymes, giving out polysaccharides, proteins, then it forms a biofilm. So there are many stages, a lot of biology involved. That's not water for that. Okay, these are some pictures of polymers getting biofouled in ocean. As you know, when ships are traveling in the ocean, bacteria gets attached to the surface and lot of animals, small animals in the marine also get attached, like barnacles. I don't know whether you have seen barnacles. They also get attached to the surface, as you can see here. Within about 3-4 months, this is a clean polymer. We put them in ocean for 3 months. You see a lot of biofilm bacterial, then we see bigger organism also getting attached. So initially we call it microfouling, then we call it macrofouling. It's called macrofouling, where big organisms like the larvae, barnacles, bryozoans, polychaetes, so many different kinds of organisms start attaching on the surface. This happens in marine environment because barnacles are generally present in marine. So ships have serious problems. These barnacles all get attached. It's very difficult to strip it off. So they use sometimes very large equipment to really do that. So in marine environment, that's a serious problem of macrofouling. Macrofouling leads to extra weight. So the ships start going slowly. So they lose a lot of energy. So once in about 2-3 years, they call dry docking. They bring the ship to the land, okay, dock it, and then remove all the macrophones. As you can see, so much macrophoning. So initially bacteria gets attached, and after that bigger organisms start getting attached, like barnacles, polychaetes, bryozoans, and so on. fact, in marine, they have special marine paints which will try to prevent these type of attachment of bacteria and fungi. So they don't want bacteria to get attached. Whereas if you want biodegradation, we want bacteria to get attached. So you can see two different situations. In marine environment, they don't want bacteria, they don't want macrofoulant to get attached because that becomes biofouling. Whereas when you want polymers to degrade, we want bacteria to get attached, your enzyme, and then degrade your polymer. So in biodegradation, we want bacteria to get attached. In marine biofouling, they don't want bacteria to get attached. So many factors affect this biofilm formation. So we need to understand what are the factors so that we can design the polymers. So like pH is very important. Time is important. What type of salts are present, that's important. If you look at the material, how porous the material is, because its porosity is very high, water can go inside, so bacteria also can go inside, get settled and then start degrading. How rough the surface is. The surface is very rough, bacteria can get attached. The surface is very smooth, then bacterial attachment is very poor. Like I said, hydrophobic. How hydrophobic it is? Very hydrophobic, attachment is poor, hydrophilic, bacteria attachment is good, and so on actually. Then what are the functional groups present on the surface of the polymer? Because in polymers, if you look at, they add many chemicals to make it flexible, to improve their shelf life, to give colorants. We add colorants, we add agents to make it more flexible. So those could be toxic to the bacteria. So the bacteria might not get attached. So what type of chemical agents are present in a polymer? That's also very important. So many factors govern the attachment of these bacteria. So what are the factors influencing the biodegradation of polymers? So temperature, pH, moisture condition, UV radiation, that means solar radiation, salinity, salt condition. Then polymer characteristics, how flexible it is, how crystalline it is. Very large molecular weight polymers will take much longer time to degrade. Small molecular weight will degrade faster. If it's flexible, the chances of degradation is high. If it's very rigid, the chances of degradation is very less. If it's very crystalline also, it won't degrade so easily. What type of functional groups? Oxygen, nitrogen, what plasticizers are added? Additives are added, because those materials would be toxic to the bacteria. What blends of polymers? Because polymers are sometimes blended with different polymers to get different properties. So what are they? And so on actually. Many factors of polymers affect the biodegradation. So it's not like all of them will follow the same rules depending upon what type of polymers, what type of functional groups, what type of blends, what type of crystallinity, what type of surface roughness, all these factors affect the biodegradation. So to enhance biodegradation, UV is very, very important because the UV affects the polymer surface, it forms radicals and the oxygen that is present in the environment, so there is an oxidation in case of that surface. So UV is very important. People have looked at even using gamma radiation. That means you put gamma radiation on the polymers so that they start disintegrating. We can even use biosurfactants. That way the bacteria can get better contact with the polymer surface. Sometimes even chemical methods have been used. People have used sodium hydroxide, then bleaching agent, acids to chemically affect the polymer surface. So different types of these are called pre-treatment methods. If you are looking at microorganism, maybe identify new microorganisms in the environment which can degrade, or even do some genetic modification so that they make use of the polymer as the carbon source of degradation. In the polymer, we can mix polymers with starch or hydrogen or cyclodextrin or glucose, so or then polycaprolactone. So different biodegradable polymers mixed with the natural synthetic polymers. So So different approaches by which one could enhance biodegradability. Either do better pre-treatment so that the biodegradation improve, or identify new microorganisms which can degrade the surface, or even think of mixing biodegradable polymer with synthetic polymers to enhance degradation. Touch upon each one. Okay, so we were looking at biodegradation of polyolefins. Polyolefin is polyethylene, low density polyethylene, high density polyethylene, and polypropylene. These are widely used in day-to-day life. They are very, very cheap, and they use it for candy bags or even polypropylene pipes. Everywhere these are used, and they don't degrade so easily also. We have done some studies in marine. That means we have put samples inside the ocean and seen how the polymers degrade. We have also looked at soil organisms degrade. So I'm going to show some of those. So after treating the surface with bacteria and trying to bring bacterial attachment on the surface, okay, you can see green color is live cells, red color is dead cells. So you can see bacteria settling on the polymer surface, and this is a polypropylene surface after 12 months. Okay. Bacteria started slowly growing on it. So almost 12 months it was taken for the bacteria to grow on the surface of the polymer. Green color means live bacteria, red color is dead. These are some, again you can see some organisms which have sitting down on polypropylene. So they degrade slowly, as you can see, very little weight loss. Polypropylene hardly about less than 1% weight loss after 12 months. This is in the lab. But when you thermally treat it, that means you heat the polymer for about 2 to 3 days and then expose it to the organism, then we find much higher weight loss, almost 10% weight loss in 12 months. So when we heat and oxidize the surface of the polymer, then expose it to the bacteria, then the degradation of the polymer is much better. That's what this particular graph shows. In 12 months we get almost 10% thermally treated. What thermally treated? That means polymer we heat it to high temperature, like 56 degrees, so that they will oxidize. So thermally pre-treated, okay, again you can see there is a degradation. So we look at, like I said, we need oxygenated group, that means oxygen on the surface so that the polymers become more hydrophilic. So when we heat it and expose it to oxygen, there is a lot of oxidation taking place on the surface. So we look at how the oxidation takes place, how much of oxygen groups are present on the surface as a function of time. So we look at the presence of bacteria on the surface of the polymers. This is called a low density polyethylene. This is called a high density polyethylene. Different types of bacteria. This is called Bacillus cereus. This is called Bacillus cereus. This is called Bacillus cereus. So different type of bacteria and two different types of polymer, low density polyethylene, high density polyethylene, and thermally untreated, thermally treated. So as you can see, untreated you don't see much bacteria. After thermal treatment, bacteria is very high. Green color is live bacteria. So we find lot of bacteria on the surface after thermal treatment. Like I said, when you heat it up to 60-70 degrees centigrade with oxygen present, surface becomes more hydrophilic, more get oxygenated, so bacteria can nicely settle down. Okay, lot of live bacteria you can see. Whereas when we don't treat it thermally, the surface is very hydrophobic, so bacterial attachment becomes very difficult. Big difference in that. We have looked at different types of bacteria to see the particular phenomenon, and in all cases we see that it is true. And these are more bacteria we are trying to see. This is called a pseudomonas species, this is called a bacillus species. And so different types of bacteria we have looked at to see which one tries to degrade the polymer better. That is called screening of various microorganisms. And then we also look at what type of pre-treatment. Do we heat just the surface of the polymer and then expose it to bacteria, or do we just give UV radiation and then expose it to the bacteria? So that's called pre-treatment strategy. So as you can see, weight loss keeps increasing with time when we do thermal pre-treatment with different types of bacteria. This is called bacillus skills. This is for low density polyethylene, this is for high density polyethylene. So in 12 months, low density polyethylene we get 20% weight loss, whereas high density polyethylene we get only less than 10% weight loss. So high density polyethylene is it's very rigid and strong, so degradation is also much lower when compared to low density polyethylene. Low density polyethylene we get almost 20% weight loss when compared to high density polyethylene in 12 months. And again, thermal heating always improves the bacterial biodiversity. These are called atomic force microscopic images. So we look at how the bacteria is sitting on the surface using an instrument called atomic force microscope. So you can see the microorganisms and different polymers, high density polyethylene, low density polyethylene. And so you can see the microorganisms sitting on the surface of the polymer. With thermal treatment and without thermal treatment. So without the thermal treatment, we don't see much bacteria at all. Surface is very smooth, as you can see here. Whereas after thermal treatment, organisms are able to sit. So we can look at the surface. This instrument, atomic force microscopy, can look at the nanoscale dimension. So we can nicely see the bacteria, because bacteria is approximately 1 micron. So we can nicely see the bacteria. It's called atomic force microscopy. Okay, so when we compile all the data, we see the properties change, especially the tensile strength of the polymers change when we expose it to the bacteria after thermal treatment. Okay, as you can see, versatility also keeps decreasing, tensile strength also keeps decreasing. Okay. So the biodegradation leads to loss in tensile strength, loss in versatility of the surface. So mostly the organism goes and affects the amorphous region easily, and then they will go and make use of the crystalline region. This is with the high density polyethylene. The previous picture is low density polyethylene. So high density polyethylene exposed to some organism called Bacillus spiritus for 1 year. As I mentioned, thermal high density polyethylene is very recalcitrant when compared to low density. So so it doesn't get degraded so easily when compared to low density. These are called Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy, FTIR. It gives you some idea about what type of functional groups that are happening on the surface of the polymer as a function of time. This is called FTIR, Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy. This low density polyethylene exposed over a period of time, and it gives you an idea about how the functional groups keep changing as a function of time. So this is called Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy. These organisms also produce something called biosurfactant, just like your normal surfactant like SDS and nodyl sulfate. Organisms also produce biosurfactant. As you can see, the different polymers, they produce different amounts of biosurfactant. That's why it becomes more frothy with polypropylene, less with LPP, very high density polyethylene. So the biosurfactant which the organisms produce, just like your soap, actually, helps the organism to sit on the surface of the polymer easily. So we look at these biosurfactant that these organisms produce with different polymers. polypropylene, low density polyethylene, high density polyethylene. Okay, then we wanted to also look at how polymers behave if we put it in the ocean. So what we did was we suspended these polymers in the ocean near Hindu, and then we take out the samples every 3 months or 6 months and then see what the degradations happen. So we looked at many places, as you can see here, near Raipuram beach, near Hindu, and so on actually. 3 places. We suspended this polymer in these type of frames and they were kept underwater. You can see the divers going in and they keep it, and then every 3-4 months we take out the samples and then see what has happened to the polymers, whether any degradation, heat loss is there, whether the tensile strength has changed, what type of bacteria are sitting on it. So different types of polymers we have studied over a period of almost 2 years. Okay, to see what is happening to this polymer. So we place the polymer suspended inside and then take out every 3 months and study those polymers. This is low density polyethylene. As you can see, after 1 month, a lot of biofilm, biofouling, bacteria is sitting, as well as macrofoulants like barnacles, polykeys, rhizomes, they are also sitting on it. This is a clean surface. This is after 1 month. So because of those, the surface also degrades. These are called scanning electron micrograph pictures. Okay, so we can look at almost 10 micron dimension, up to 1 micron dimension. So this is a fresh sample of low density polyethylene. This is after 6 months we keep it in motion. You can see a lot of surface erosion that has taken place on the polymer surface. So it is not only degradation, it's also because of ocean currents also, surface is got eroded. These are scanning electron micrograph pictures. So when we put the polymers in the ocean, surface becomes very rough. Surfaces become more hydrophilic and so on. And there is also weight loss. So low density polyethylene within 6 months we lose 1%. 2 different places. This is near our Chennai port. This is a fishing harbor. Both are different places. So we see difference in the weight loss because the surface, the ocean properties are different. The oxygen, dissolved oxygen amount is different, and also the salinity is different. Because in Raipuram we have a lot of fishing villages. They dump all their items, food items inside the ocean. So contains less oxygen. It's very polluted. Whereas when you compare the port region, it's less polluted. That's why even the degradation also is very different. So depending upon the fishermen villages, what type of pollution they create, the degradation of the material also changes. Because dissolved oxygen is different, the salinity is different, pH also gets really different. So the degradation of polymers dumped in different places also varies. That is why we see in port degradation is high because dissolved oxygen is high, pH is neutral, salinity is also normal. Whereas this is near Raipuram, where there are a lot of fishermen villages, they dump a lot of pollutants inside, so degradation is also less. So we looked at also biodegradable polymers. Biodegradable polymers means polymers mixed with biodegradable material like starch, like chitosan, like cyclodextrin. There are some products available, compact bags which are made of biodegradable polymers. They are blended with starch, for example. There are some examples like this where polymers blended with some biodegradable polymers, you can completely get degraded. Corn starch is also added, sawdust, different types of material added into normal polymers to enhance the degradation. They are called biodegradable. Even bags, okay, there are some bags which can degrade over a period of time. okay, when they are exposed to UV light. These bags contain catalysts like manganese or cobalt or iron. When they are exposed to UV light, they start reacting and degrading the polyethylene. Okay, this is biodegradable polyethylene mixed with the various types of metals. The problem with these type of products is they can even produce a lot of toxic chemicals, which should be dangerous. So metal mixed polymers are a little bit more dangerous, and then polymers which are mixed with starch, cornstarch, or starch, sawdust, and so on. Okay, these are some starch-related polymers. How they degrade in motion, as you can see, within 6 months, there's a lot of degradation that is taking place. These are starch. You can see again low-density polyethylene related with catalyst, with starch, marine environment, soil environment, exposed to UV. Soil means buried inside the soil. How they start degrading as a function of time and also location. So UV exposed, they degrade and degrade. When they are buried inside the soil, they don't degrade. When they are put in ocean, it's not degrade, but it's more of a deterioration because of the marine currents, ocean currents. So these are scanning electron micrograph pictures of various polymer surface after exposing for about 5 months. Different types of polymers, NDP, high density polyethylene, mixed with starch, mixed with catalyst, and so on. How the surfaces get modified. These are some pictures. This is a fresh material. This is after exposing it in marine direct sunlight for a period of 150 years. So when it is starch blended, you can see a lot of surface erosion. These are mixed with catalyst, polymers mixed with catalyst. So they also lose a lot of weight loss. These blended polymers, you can see much good weight loss. But predominantly when they are exposed to sunlight, the weight loss is much higher when compared to marine or when compared to buried in soil. So ideally, exposed to sunlight is always good because the UV radiation helps the polymers to degrade, even the blended biodegradable polymers to degrade. Heat also helps polymers to degrade. If they are inside the marine, the UV does not penetrate, so the degradation is low. But if they are buried under soil, there is absolutely no degradation because they are not getting exposed to UV or there is no even heat that is produced. So that's the major conclusion which one can arrive from these numbers. So sunlight gives you highest weight loss, as you can see, sunlight gives you highest weight loss. Because when you expose it to sun, a lot of UV radiation in the sun leads to radical formation on the surface of the polymer, and the presence of oxygen reacts with the radicals to form oxides on the surface. These oxides are hydrophilic in nature. This oxidation also helps the bacteria to settle down and slowly eliminate it. So that's the main mechanism by which sunlight and heat helps with the bacteria to degrade the surface of the polymer. Okay, these are called Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy pictures. We need to use different tools to understand the degradation. I showed you some scanning electron microscope, then atomic force microscopy. This is a Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy. It tells you what are the functional groups that are formed on the surface of the polymer when there is degradation or biodegradation. Are there oxygen groups that are getting present, or there are OH, mixed hydroxyl groups that are getting present? So all these we need to understand. So we need to use a lot of tools to understand what is happening when bacteria starts degrading the surface of your material. That's very, very important to understand. So UV exposure speeds up deterioration. Okay, that's very, very important. have starch blended polymers, we have catalyst blended polymers. Catalyst blended you need definitely UV because this UV and the catalyst that is present in the polymer start reacting and they will start degrading. If you are having starch blended polymer, even marine environment is enough to degrade the polymer. UV also helps to degrade. So for this type of blended polymer, the construction we are unable. Okay, this is how the mechanism looks at. You have some idea about the biochemical pathway and what are the various things. You have the polymer here. When we expose it to thermal or radiation, forms radical formation, and then when it is just UV, it forms hydroperoxide. Then it is thermal, it also forms peracids. Peracid is normal acid is COOH, whereas peracid is COOH. Extra oxygen is there. Okay, so those hydroperoxides and peracids are easily they are very active or reactive, so they enter the bacterial cycle. Okay, then they form different types of product, and finally they can end up with total mineralization. That's called CO2 and redox. That's called biotic degradation. So initially, you need UV or thermal to produce these type of hydroperoxides or peracid, which enters into the various cycles in the bacterial system, and then finally it can go into a biotic degradation. This is the entire mechanism by which biodegradation with the pretreatment leads to final mineralization of the polymer. We are not talking about how long it will take. Yes, it takes very, very long time, but this is how the process is. So one can speed up the thermal treatment or UV treatment of the material, or more efficient ways of doing this thermal and UV treatment, or even chemical treatment of the surface. Then it becomes more easy for the bacteria to take in and mineralize. So finding out new strategies for surface treatment also can help in the bacteria. In addition to finding new organisms which can be more efficient in degrading. I talked only about bacteria, but there are fungi which like manganese peroxidase or aspergillus niger, okay, which produce a lot of enzymes which can help in the degradation process. So one could also screen fungus in addition to bacteria to enhance the this part. This part is more like a chemical treatment or pre-treatment. This part is more bacterial treatment studies. Okay, so let me conclude on this topic. There are three auras when we talk about polymer. We have to recycle as much as possible so that we reduce the waste. Reuse. Once upon a time we used to reuse the polymers, whereas nowadays we started once use and dispose. That's the main reason for so much of polymer waste that's being produced. If you keep reusing the polymer, I think the waste will be less. Reduce. Can you reduce the use of plastic? Nowadays it's happening because of the ban that's happened in Tamil Nadu. We have stopped using carry bags. Recover. We need to recover as efficient. So again and there, that depends on us. Instead of dumping polymer waste and food waste together, we can help by putting the polymer waste separately, so it can be lot of recovery can be done. So most of these things is in our hands to reduce the waste of the polymer that's created. So we cannot blame somebody else, but it's our own fault. If we go as an technologist, think about new pre-treatment strategies. Can we improve the pre-treatment I talked about here so that bacteria, it becomes easy for the bacteria to take in, make the surface more hydrophilic. Microbiologists can look at new microorganisms, new bacteria, new fungi, new organisms which can degrade polymer more efficiently. Molecular biologists can look at genetically modifying the organism. Can they create from the existing organism change the organism so that they become more efficient in doing. So genetics can come in. Polymer chemists can think of designing new blends of polymer, combining natural polymers with degradable polymers so that you can improve the degradation, leading to less toxic products and so on. But the main problem is biodegradable polymers which we have in the market are very expensive. They do not have the same properties as your polyethylene, polypropylene, polystyrene. For example, nowadays most of the more than 60% of your car parts is made of polymers only, and they are extremely strong. They are very high tensile strength, impact strength. They are cheap and lightweight. So we still do not have biodegradable polymers with those properties. Shelf life is another problem. These polyethylene, we can keep it for a longer time, 6 months, 9 months, nothing happens. We have biodegradable polymers, they may start degrading in 2 months. Okay. So all these approaches can be addressed to reduce the waste that we are producing by the use of polymers of various types. Hundreds of polymers that are being used in starting from your space right down to your carry bag, and we need to address the waste that is being created from that. So, in thank once again to organizers, some of my research scholars who have worked on these polymer marine studies, individual studies, screening of polymers, looking at various biochemistry aspects, and so on, and also funding agency like Department of Science and Technology, Department of Biotechnology, Naval Research Board who give a lot of funding in polymers in the ocean, because they were interested, the DV is interested in looking at how the polymers will survive when they have in ships and boats and so on. So I thank the various funding agencies, and finally we thank the organizers for giving me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sparing some of your time for us. Your session was extremely engaging and your insights on polymer management was very thought-provoking, sir. All to the valedictory function of the National Conference on Environmental and Sustainable Technology, NEST 2020. We have Dr. S. Ranganathan, Professor, Department of Chemical Engineering, Anna University, joining us today. I welcome you, sir. Before we begin the ceremony, it is time for the felicitation. I request our beloved principal, Dr. E. Kamalanaban, to felicitate our guest of honor with a basket of wellness and a memento. I request Dr. B. Bharati Raja, Associate Dean, Institute Innovation Cell, to felicitate our beloved principal, Dr. E. Kamalanaban, with a basket of wellness. I now call upon Dr. S. Ranganathan, Professor, Department of Biotechnology, Anna University, to say a few words.
Good evening to everybody. Respected principal. Good evening. Good evening. Respected principal, beloved Dr. N. Bharati Raja, Professor, the Head Department of Chemical Engineering, distinguished professors, faculty members, and young and dynamic students. With immense pleasure, I would like to express my sincere thanks for giving this opportunity as chief guest for this national conference, especially on this energy and environment. First of all, I would like to congratulate and appreciate the Professor and the Head Department of Chemical Engineering for organizing such a wonderful national conference, especially in this pleasant evening. Next, I would like to appreciate the backbone of this function, my dear students. Without your cooperation, participation, and the presence, the function would have not been a grand success. So first of all, I would like to appreciate all the students and those who have come from the even other institute also. Even I would like to also appreciate the students who has worked for connecting such a wonderful function, even that the last night, even that late night also, because other people may not be knowing about that. You Even for that, I would like to appreciate our students for running such a wonderful function. You know very well now we shall discuss about this particular topic of this national conference. When I was being like as a childhood, I would consume the water from the riverside, but at present we could not consume that water because of that enormous pollutants which are available over that water and also in that land. Even we can see in that air also. So this type of pollutants are due to us only. That we go to solve the use of various methods. Especially over the effluent in the source itself, we can attack that particular problem. The use of biosorption, bioaccumulation and biodegradation methodology, we can remove all the particulate matter or the pollutant which is present over that wastewater. With the salt also we can see enormous toxic pollutants that can be removed with the use of this bio-leaching method. The use of that eco-friendly method, we can treat even that solid waste. And at present we are having even the pollutant especially over that air also. That can be also removed with the use of this biostruggle. So this type of biotechnology and the chemical technology, by the combination of these two methods, we can solve many issues. And even in my laboratory, we people are working especially on that biofuel also. At present, you know very well that we are unable to get the crude oil because of so many issues. You might have come across the news itself. Am I right? So getting the crude oil itself is very difficult for us. From that crude oil only we can get this petrol and also diesel. After a period of time, we may not get that type of petrol and this diesel from that petroleum crude oil. Then for the purpose, what we have done in our laboratory, we have produced the biocrude. The biocrude can be produced from that marine micro and that macro algae. That type of crude oil can be utilized especially for this production of this petroleum and also this biodiesel. The use of that, we can run on the engine. In our laboratory, we have done that. Successfully, we have produced that biodiesel and also this biofuel. First time, this bird, we can say that in my laboratory, we have produced the biocrude and also this biodiesel. So these are the things that we have done in the laboratory. And these two types of research have been established, especially by a girl student only. So that the first one, biodiesel, has been produced by that Suganya. She has only produced that. The second one, biocrude, has been produced by that Lavanya. The two PhD scholars are produced, especially this type of particular product. This is a novel product, especially is giving enormous, I think, demand will be there, especially for these two types of products. In this, I would like to mention two quotes. The first one is that all the birds are having wings, but having wings are not birds. That means all the young minds are having brains. The use of that brain, you have to enrich your knowledge. After enriching that knowledge, you can fly like anything, where the sky is not limit for you. I wish you all the best. You can do very well, enrich your knowledge, and settle your life very soon. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much for me.
Value to the birds. Champion from Aruna Engineering College have been awarded the best presentation. And now B. Niveta and T. Samaran from Aruna Engineering College has been awarded the best presenters in the two-day conference.
Sir? Ready?
G. Pratisha and C. Anushya from why not?
Verma. Sir?
Academy
Department of Chemical Engineering, accredited by NBA, and the convener, I take this opportunity to thank everyone who were part of this 2 days national event. National Conference on Environmental and Sustainable Technologies, NEST 2020. Actually, the need of the hour. As far as I know, I am here since 2011. This is the first funded national conference which is being organized in the Department of Chemical Engineering and in the institution, I feel. I am not sure. Apart from the funding which is given by DST SCRB, we have one more research grant for our applaud for the Department of Chemical Engineering to carry out research. I thank DST SCRB first of all for the financial support to organize this national conference. With the blessings of the Almighty and two more equivalent personalities, our chairman and vice chairperson, we have started the event yesterday with the inaugural session having our chief guest as Dr. S. Venkataratnam, Senior Principal Scientist from Central Leather Research Institute. The session went on well. We have received almost 50 papers nationwide and 34 papers have been presented in the conference. 3 best paper awards have been given. Along with that, non-technical sessions and technical events have been held parallelly. The certificates and the gifts are also being issued to the participants. Whenever and wherever we slip somewhere in the academics and the related activities, immediately a lending hand will come up to lift us up and to succeed in our career from this institution. That is obviously our principal. Without his support, we would not have acquired this much amount of success so far we have achieved. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being with us. I thank all the deans and heads of the departments who are instrumental in all the academic and related activities of our institution. Of course, to the Department of Chemical Engineering also. I thank all the faculty members who were the backbone of this and many other events to come. Special mention to the Department of Biotechnology, faculty members of biotechnology and students of biotechnology. We have been associated for the past 10 years since the inception of the department. We will organize events together every time. This time we are missing them since it is being funded individually for the department. But their support and their help have helped a lot to organize this event successfully. Thank you for them. Even a small help which is being done at the right time is useful to have success in our life and career. So I would like to thank the electrical department, the computer maintenance persons, housekeeping in charges, the persons who are providing you tea and snacks when we lag in our energy to make us more energized. And lastly, I would like to thank all the students who have supported immensely to organize this event and to make it a grand success. A special mention to the volunteers and the student coordinators. Of course, everywhere we cannot expect 100%. Nobody is perfect in this world. So, apart from the students who have contributed to a limited extent, I thank all the student coordinators who supported and worked day and night to make it a grand event. Today, the session was started with Dr. Mukesh Doble from IIT Biotechnology Department, and we have with us Dr. S. Ranganathan from Anna University, Chennai. All the persons we have invited here for the conference is being associated with environmental and sustainable technologies over decades. If we get an opportunity to visit your laboratory, at least our students will be very thankful, sir. The biofuel which is being used now in European countries is not being used in our country because of the practical difficulties. But you have somehow managed to produce biofuels and used it in engines also. If we get an opportunity, at least our students get an opportunity to visit your lab, we will be very grateful and thankful to you, sir. With this note, I thank each and everyone who worked for this conference. If I forget anybody, it is not the mistake which is done by anyone of us except me. Thank you very much, and thank you one and all who worked for this conference. Thank you.